Right now at 5, Wisconsin health officials released a list of nursing homes that have positive cases of COVID-19. We'll tell you which ones are on the list locally.
Fears of a second wave of coronavirus have led to some countries rethinking their reopening plans.
Plus, 2 area fairs announced they won't be happening this summer. We'll tell you which counties have pulled the plug.
This is News 3 Now at 5.
Thanks for staying with News 3 Now. The Department of Health Services releasing a list of nursing homes tonight with active COVID-19 investigations.
That means at least one staff member or resident there has tested positive for the virus. Melissa Kim joins us now with where those nursing homes are. Melissa?
Well, as of this afternoon, there are 38 nursing homes in the state of Wisconsin with active cases of COVID-19. 5 of them in Rock County and 1 each in Dane, Grant, and Sauk counties. Here are the names of those nursing homes. Autumn Lake Healthcare and Green Knolls, both in Beloit. Evansville Manor, Oak Park, and St. Elizabeth Nursing Home, those are in Janesville. The Villa at Middleton Village, the only one in Dane County, and Orchard Manor in Lancaster, and SSM Health St. Clair Meadows Care Center in Baraboo. Now, nursing homes with fewer than 10 residents, they are not on this list. For a complete list of all the nursing homes with active COVID-19 investigations in the state of Wisconsin, head over to our website, channel3000.com.
Melissa, thank you. The percentage of new COVID-19 cases that came back positive has risen just a bit.
After a 2-day downfall, the number of positive tests rose to 6.3% today. Even though there was an increase, the Wisconsin Department of Health Services says the state is still seeing a 14-day downward trend. DHS officials confirm the state has met 5 of the 6 gating criteria needed to reopen our state. The gating criteria are a set of benchmarks required by Governor Tony Evers' Badger Bounce Back plan. The same criteria were met yesterday. The statewide total number of confirmed COVID-19 cases reached 11,055. In total, 421 people have died from complications of the virus. Of those who have tested positive for the virus, roughly 52% have recovered.
The National Guard says in the first 2 days of the community testing site being open at Alliant Energy Center, nearly 1,100 people were tested. The Alliant Energy Center opened Monday through Saturday, 8 a.m. until 4 p.m. for testing. As of today, the Guard teams had collected more than 23,000 tests statewide.
This year's Dane County Fair has been canceled due to COVID-19 concerns. The fair was originally scheduled for July 16th through the 19th. Organizers say they plan on having the fair on July 15th through the 18th next year. The news comes as the Sauk County Fair also announced it is canceling this year.
And the Wisconsin Department of Natural Resources now offering annual state park passes for sale online. It's the first time the DNR has offered the online service. And DNR says it's offering it because it has a high demand for state park stickers and also to encourage Wisconsinites to visit our state parks. The cost, $28 for state residents, $13 for seniors 65 and older. You can get your state park pass at yourpassnow.com.
The DNR is also planning on reopening 8 state shooting ranges tomorrow. DNR officials say people will be maintaining social distancing and they'll be watching capacity limits at some locations. All visitors are encouraged to wear face masks and gloves.
Well, let's see what the weather will do. A partly sunny day today. We could see some showers later. Let's check your first warn forecast. Here's Gary.
Yeah, the clouds have started coming in and the showers and thunderstorms are not too far behind. As we check out visible cloud track, you can see we've had sunshine for much of the day today, but now those clouds are moving in from the west. And those thicker clouds across Iowa, that's the first round of showers and thunderstorms have been developing pretty rapidly just over the last couple of hours, just north of Des Moines, Iowa, heading toward Waterloo, and those are heading towards southwestern Wisconsin over the next few hours. Temperatures right now are generally in the low to mid 60s. Here in Madison, we're at 64, having the benefit of a little more sunshine than forecast. Temperatures closer to Lake Michigan are cooler, but not dramatically so, mainly in the mid to upper 50s. Over the next 12 hours, you can see our temperatures just kind of bottom out in the middle 50s and then hold nearly steady overnight as the showers showers and thunderstorms roll on through. Look for shower and thunderstorm chances off and on from tonight through much of the day tomorrow, but tomorrow will be a mild day with a high of 72. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast that still includes some 80s as we head into next week.
All right, Gary, thank you. Town of Madison police say they've arrested a man they say held a gun to a baby's head during a confrontation. Police say Larry Simmons was arrested for reckless endangerment. Police were called to the 100 block of Deer Valley Road this morning after an argument between Simmons and a woman that he was in a relationship with. Police say Simmons hit the woman who was holding a 4-day-old child. He was later found at an apartment in Fitchburg. A police canine found him hidden under a pile of clothes. Simmons was taken to jail. Police found 2 handguns in the apartment's freezer.
Police have arrested a woman in connection with a crash into a Madison Metro bus that left 5 people injured. Officers say traffic cameras show 23-year-old Alicia B. Gonzalez blowing a red light before slamming into this bus, sending it off the road into a retaining wall near Westtown Mall. Police say Gonzalez was arrested on suspicion of causing injury by drunk driving. Police say they found 2 open bottles of alcohol in her SUV.
Janesville police are investigating after a man was stabbed this morning during an attempted robbery. Officers were called to South Academy Street shortly before 3 a.m. The victim told police he was stabbed once after he refused to give the suspect money. The injuries, we're told, are non-life-threatening. Police described the suspect as a bald man with a stocky build, about 6 feet tall and between 40 to 50 years old. Anyone with information is asked to call Janesville police.
An update on the crash near Platteville. This happened yesterday morning. Grant County deputies say 5 people, including 2 sheriff's deputies, were taken to a hospital after this multi-vehicle crash. They responded to a 1-vehicle crash on Highway 151 near Airport Road. The driver of that vehicle was taken to the hospital. A juvenile female that left the accident was later found. As deputies were investigating that crash, a semi was yielding at the scene when another semi crashed into that semi. One of those semis was hauling hazardous material. Both semi drivers and 2 deputies were taken to the hospital. They were treated and released. Protesters descend on Washington to demand more stimulus as House Democrats are pushing a $3 trillion plan, but some Senate Republicans say that bill is a non-starter. The Federal Reserve Chairman also warning there's a threat of a prolonged recession if the administration and lawmakers fail to act.
Additional fiscal support could be costly, but worth it if it helps avoid long-term damage and leaves us with a stronger recovery.
And according to prepared testimony, whistleblower Rick Bright is expected to warn a House subcommittee tomorrow that the coronavirus pandemic will get much worse without a coordinated national response. And some breaking news just into our newsroom. The Wisconsin Supreme Court has made its ruling in the lawsuit challenging the state's safer-at-home order. The court ruled that Governor Evers' administration overstepped its authority when it extended the safer-at-home order until May 26th. The court heard arguments last week. The legislature did ask the court for a 6-day stay if the court ruled in its favor to give lawmakers time to work out a new order.
The United Nations is forecasting that the coronavirus pandemic will shrink the world economy by 3.2% this year, the sharpest contraction since the Great Depression. The UN's mid-year report was released today. It says COVID-19 is expected to slash the global economic output by nearly $8.5 trillion over the next 2 years, wiping out nearly all of the gains of the last 4 years. The report says the pandemic is also likely to push an estimated 34.3 million people below the extreme poverty line in 2020.
Last month, millions of Americans rushed to supermarkets and cleared the shelves to stock up during the pandemic. That demand caused the highest single-month increase in grocery prices in nearly a half-century. Prices surged 2.6% in April. The foods that saw the biggest increases included meats, poultry, fish, and eggs. Fears of a second wave of infection have led some countries to rethink their reopening plans.
Russia now has the second highest number of reported cases behind the U.S. And the Chinese city where the pandemic began plans to test every single person to guard against a recurrence. Correspondent Ramy Inocencio has that story.
Wuhan on alert again. In the next 10 days, China's coronavirus epicenter is testing its entire population of 11 million people. Wuhan reported 6 new coronavirus cases over the weekend, the first since the city celebrated the lifting of its 76-day lockdown in April. In South Korea, Seoul has ordered more than 2,000 clubs and bars closed and now contact tracing nearly 11,000 people. A new cluster of more than 100 COVID-19 cases were found linked to the capital's entertainment district of Itaewon. Dr. Jerome Kim is a leading epidemiologist in South Korea.
If the government of Korea hadn't done this, then there would be 119 people out there infecting other people. And so that is actually really gets to the point of tracing people.
And in Russia, tragedy on top of infections. A fire at a hospital in St. Petersburg killed at least 4 coronavirus patients. And the pandemic hit close to President Vladimir Putin. His spokesperson, Dmitry Peskov, is just the latest high-ranking official to fall ill. But in Japan, some good news. Prime Minister Shinzo Abe says the country is now on a steady path to ending its epidemic. The national state of emergency could be lifted across much of the country Thursday. Remy Inocencio, Tokyo.
And some good news as Spain's oldest woman has survived COVID-19. Maria Brañas is 113 years old and may have become the oldest survivor of the virus. Brañas has lived through 2 world wars and the 1918 flu pandemic, which killed more than 50 million people around the world. She says she now feels just fine.
Southwest Wisconsin honoring our frontline workers. Last night, Southwest Health partnered with UW-Platteville and Scott Implement to shine a blue spotlight on the world's biggest dam down there in Platteville. Hundreds of cars drove to admire the project and show respect to those who are helping in the fight against COVID-19. Still ahead on News 3 Now at 5, it's allergy season. While some symptoms can be similar to COVID-19, there is one big difference. We'll tell you. And coming up at 6, Madison College planning for a potential uptick in students as uncertainty surrounding coronavirus continues. That story tonight at 6. And a rough day for the markets. The Dow dropping more than 516 points. The NASDAQ falls 139. The S&P lost 50. And we'll be right back.
Take a break from cooking at home and order takeout from your local Monk's Bar and Grill. Monk's is offering curbside pickup takeout service for your safety and convenience during these difficult times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com for takeout menus and online ordering.
We here at Brothers Maine wanted to check in with everyone in the light of the COVID-19 epidemic. We're going to do everything we can here at our store to make sure everything's clean, disinfected, and ready for customers to come in and shop with us. Not only can we come to your house and set up the products as we normally would, but we're also going to be offering a free drop-off service in Dane and Rock County. There's nothing more important to our company than making sure that our employees and our customers are safe and healthy.
The way you get through hard times is to hold strong to your values. At Group Health Cooperative, our common values have sustained us for over 4 decades. Now is no different. We are here, in our clinics, but we want you to be safer at home. That's why GHC has more ways for you to get care anywhere, anytime, day or night. Be seen, be safe, be home. We will get through this together, and we will all get better together.
I brought in Ensure Max Protein
to give you the protein you need with less of the sugar you don't. I'll take that.
30 grams of protein and 1 gram of sugar. Ensure Max Protein, now available in 12 count. Stock up today. Shop the largest selection of quality furniture and mattresses from the comfort of your home on Steinhoffels.com. Right now, Steinhoffels will ship your purchase free to your curb, driveway, or garage. Start shopping right now with a name you can trust. Steinhoffels.com.
Take a break from cooking at home and order takeout from your local Monk's Bar and Grill. Monk's is offering curbside pickup takeout service for your safety and convenience during these difficult times. Visit monksbarandgrill.com for takeout menus and online ordering.
You're going to be waking up to some much warmer temperatures on Thursday. Hattie will have the details in her first warn forecast.
And we'll tell you whether 2 months of staying at home has made Madison's lakes healthier.
We'll see you from 4:30 to 7. It's the first ever Coaches vs. Cancer Wisconsin virtual gala, Wednesday, May 20th at 7 p.m. An auction, an inspiring program, all from the comfort and safety of home. Register now at coachesversuscancerwisconsin.org.
Welcome back. A group of more than 200 salon owners and stylists are asking the governor to allow them to reopen.
Our Amy Reed is live in front of one salon where the owner said they can do this safely. Amy?
That's right, 245 salon owners, stylists, and other people that work at salons wrote a letter to the governor saying that they can put in place the proper precautions in order to open safely. The owner of Locust Salons here in Sun Prairie was one of them, and she said that they're willing to limit capacity to make sure that they're being safe. And they also said the way things are spread out in there, they're able to keep people 6 feet apart, so they're able to keep with that social distancing. And she said that this is important because a lot of salons worry that they won't be able to reopen after they've been closed for this long.
This industry is a tough industry anyway to start from, and only 20% or less salons are actually profitable. So when you think about that, 80% of salons already didn't have a cushion to dip into when this pandemic started. They're struggling.
Now, another point that they made is part of their training to get certified with the state that they're already trained on preventing communicable diseases within the salon, so they would be able to adapt to the coronavirus pretty easily. But so far, we've not heard anything from the Evers administration on if this is something that he would consider.
We'll see what that Supreme Court ruling means as well. Amy Reed live in tonight, reporting live. Amy, thank you.
Thank you, Amy. If you're sneezing or have a tickle in your throat, COVID-19 isn't the only possible cause.
Charlotte DeLeste is here with what doctors are saying. Charlotte?
Well, Eric and Susan, allergies, plain and simple. And for many people, allergies can be absolutely horrible. In the springtime, tree pollen is the culprit for many people who need that constant supply of Kleenex at arm's reach. And that tree pollen, particularly birch, hickory, some maple, ash, and oak, will stick around through the first week of June. But where tree pollen leaves off, grass pollen picks up. Allergists want you to know that while some symptoms can be similar to COVID-19, there is one big difference.
Most people that have symptoms from allergies will experience symptoms up in the nose and the eyes, and again, if they have asthma, in the lungs. Whereas COVID-19 or coronavirus typically is affecting the lungs most significantly, causing a fever, and with allergies, you don't get a fever.
If you do immunotherapy for allergies, those sessions will be picking up again soon, if not already, to treat your symptoms. Dr. Moss says over-the-counter medicines such as antihistamines and eye drops work really well, but by far the most effective medications are steroid nasal sprays, which they treat the most symptoms. And then again, don't forget your Kleenex.
It is that time of the year, and we're going to get warm in the days ahead. Let's get your first warned weather. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti, and maybe some rain tonight, Gary.
Yeah, in fact, showers and thunderstorms have been developing pretty rapidly over parts of central Iowa. Those are heading northeastward, so look for some showers and thunderstorms to begin later on this evening. They'll continue overnight and through much of the day tomorrow. Storm Prediction Center actually has a marginal risk of severe thunderstorms tonight south and west of Wisconsin, and tomorrow just kind of skimming the far southern part of the state. There'll probably be a cluster of thunderstorms that develops tomorrow afternoon, mainly across northern Illinois, but depending on where they initially develop, could be as far north as the Wisconsin-Illinois state line or a little bit farther to the north. As far as the threats are concerned, large hail probability, highest probabilities across northern Illinois. Same thing for high wind. Can't rule out an isolated tornado, but the highest threat will be across northern Illinois. And again, that assumes that the storms develop near that Wisconsin-Illinois state line. If they develop farther to the south, obviously, the severe weather threat would be much less here. As far as rain is concerned, that might be the biggest threat. There could be some locally heavy rainfall, about a ½ inch to an inch generally, but some amounts in excess of an inch to 1.5 inches and heavier thunderstorms. Again, where those storms first developed down toward the Illinois state line, much of northern Illinois could see some heavier rainfall. Farther to the north, where we could use the rain to relieve the fire danger, not much in the way of rain is expected, although 1/4 to 1/2 inch is better than nothing. As far as the 3 things you need to know in the forecast, thunderstorms are expected tonight and for tomorrow as well. well, but it'll also be mild. Temperatures will be in the 70s for tomorrow and for Friday. Now, the weekend will be just a tad cooler with some shower and thunderstorm chances Saturday afternoon into Sunday, but warm weather will arrive by the middle of next week. High temperatures should be around 80 by Wednesday. I had to back off in the temperatures just a little bit because weather systems are slowing up a little bit, so the warmer air might take another day to get here. Low temperatures last night, again in the 20s and 30s over much of northern and eastern Wisconsin, a little bit warmer over southwestern Wisconsin where there was a little bit more cloud cover, but you can see temperatures right now are generally in the 60s inland away from Lake Michigan or in the northern part of the state. Temperatures are cooler in the northern and eastern portions of Wisconsin. On weather track, the jet stream definitely now starting to bulge to the north in the eastern part of the country and drop to the south and the west. So that's a sign that we're starting to get into that pattern to where we'll be looking at better chances for warmer weather and also increasing chances for showers and thunderstorms. You can see on the surface weather map, there's not a lot of big fronts around, so there's not a lot to trigger heavier thunderstorms, but right now temperatures are generally in the 50s and 60s over much of Wisconsin. So for tomorrow, look for a high of 72 for tomorrow. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are likely. As far as future track rainfall amounts are concerned, again, there could be some amounts an inch to an inch and a half south of Madison where the heavier thunderstorms are more likely. 7 to 10 day forecast calls for high temperatures, a little bit cooler for the weekend. Again, the clouds will probably be the main source of that on Sunday, but notice how we warm back up into the 80s by Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. It looks like that trend will continue into Memorial Day weekend, although there'll also be some chances for showers and thunderstorms as well.
All right, Gary, thank you. And ahead on News 3 Now at 5, people are starting to use those winged metal tubes in the skies again. What changes airlines are making to make sure flights are safe? That story after the break. Stay with us.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Social distancing and family quarantines are a jarring reality for kids. It's a big adjustment, so it's important that we adults do what we can to help them navigate this new normal. Encourage your kids to ask questions and give them honest, age-appropriate answers. Show them things that they can do to regain some control. And above all, reassure them that their safety is your top priority.
Now more than ever, SSM Health and News 3 Now encourage you to take time for kids.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Who am I?
Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Annette, and I'm an actress. Under eye bags and wrinkles are so frustrating. They're so hard to hide and so hard to get rid of. I came across Plexiderm, and I was so excited. We have a model. His name is Richie, and all he's doing is taking a small amount. It's so powerful. That's all it takes. And what I love about Plexiderm is this is something that you can do in the convenience of your own home. It literally creates an invisible layer that tightens the skin and smooths it out. All you do is gently rub it underneath your eyes, on your fine lines and wrinkles, and it visibly disappears in as little as 10 minutes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
I can't even believe that this worked. I was a little skeptical, I am not going to lie, because I saw people online with it. I'm like, yeah, right, that can't possibly work. I'm telling you, it really works.
I thought I might see a little difference, but to see that big of a difference, and you know, I felt something happening, but I had no idea. Like, I have so many dark circles, I have the puffiness, I have the lines. Like, it's amazing. I love it.
I did this to my father at home because I was skeptical. Yes, I admit it. 4 minutes, 34 seconds. The appearance of his under eye bag was completely gone. We were screaming. You have an event, you have any of those moments where you want to feel the best about yourself. I'm telling you, the videos that you see on social media and TV are real.
Take action with the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. This Mother's Day, get up to 50% off the normal retail price. Plus, get free shipping. Visit Plexiderm.com or call the number on your screen.
This is our home. We've never seen it look quite like this.
But there's no mistaking it.
And it's our job to protect it.
Because the best people to fight for our communities
are those within them.
So if you've just bought a Volkswagen or were thinking of buying sometime soon, we're here to help with the community-driven promise.
Welcome back. We're learning a little bit more now about the breaking news we brought you just moments ago. As we told you, the Wisconsin Supreme Court has ruled that the extension of the safer-at-home order, and I quote here, is unlawful, invalid, and unenforceable. That ruling coming down just in the last few minutes. It appears the vote was 4-3, with Justices Ann Walsh Bradley, Rebecca Dallett, and Brian Hagedorn dissenting. As we have reported, the legislature brought the lawsuit against the governor's administration, saying it overstepped its authority when it extended the safer-at-home order through May 26th. The court heard those arguments last week. The legislature did ask the courts to stay that decision for 6 days so lawmakers could work out a new order. We're working to find out exactly what happens next for the state based on the judge's ruling, and we'll bring you those details and any reaction tonight on News 3 Now at 6. New research shows people are starting to travel via air again. The numbers aren't huge, but the planes are starting to fill up.
However, there is a concern about a lack of social distancing on planes and just how far airlines will go to enforce it. Pete Montine reports.
Packed-in passengers might not be the norm right now, according to major airlines, but more scenes like this are raising new concerns about whether you can maintain social distancing while flying. Change or cancel a trip because of coronavirus, and you are not entitled to a refund, according to new guidance just laid out by the Department of Transportation. It says you can get your money back within a week if it is the airline that cancels, but if you cancel, what you get back is up to the airline. In the U.S., more than half of all airliners are now parked, but more passengers are stepping on board a shrinking fleet. The number of people passing through security has climbed to the highest level in 6 weeks.
So we're already seeing visiting friends and relatives, kind of our backbone of our business. We're already seeing that start to come back, but it's at a very small level.
United Airlines will now warn passengers if a flight is near capacity and let them rebook, even though it stresses that most flights are less than half full. All major airlines are now mandating that passengers wear masks, but are not guaranteeing that every middle seat will be empty.
We need federal rules.
High-ranking House Democrats say there is inconsistency and uncertainty in airline policies and want federal agencies to act.
I think that we should look carefully at whether or not we require distancing on airplanes, and that could require leaving middle seat open.
In a statement to CNN, the FAA says its authority lies in safe operation of aircraft and that it is lending aviation expertise to health officials and airlines. Airline workers want more intervention.
And there's a smart way to do this. We need to ensure that we're doing everything we can to prevent unnecessary additional preventable risk for our passengers.
Without federal mandates, industry groups say each airline is coming up with its own protocols. Frontier, for instance, will do temperature checks at the gate and may turn you away with a fever higher than 100.4.
We believe you're safer on board Frontier and most airlines, for that matter, than most enclosed buildings.
Stay with us. We'll have a final check of your First Warn forecast in just a moment.
The world may be shut down, but Mother Nature won't wait. Normal wear and tear on your home won't wait either. So if you need a home improvement, we're here to help. With exclusive offers to save you money on roofing, siding, windows, gutters, and design services, all with zero down, 0% interest, and no monthly payments for 6 months. Plus free virtual consultations from the comfort and safety of your own home. Visit fryconstruction.com for exclusive money-saving offers and contact us today.
Monona Plumbing and Fire Protection remains open to serve our customers and communities during these times of uncertainty. During Safer at Home, we've got you covered for all your plumbing service needs. Call us for help. We are here for you.
We're back.
We got our to-go food.
Oh, good. What a treat after a long week and no cleanup.
When you can't dine in, then get it to go and support our restaurants during Madison Magazine's Restaurant Week to Go. 2 weeks of fabulous to-go menus you'll love. Visit MadisonMagazine.com for details and menus. Restaurant Week to Go, presented by Kesnick's. Food service design, equipment, and supplies.
I guess there is still cleanup to do.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
Well, some people are turning to puzzles to pass the time during the coronavirus era.
But if you're looking for a bigger challenge than your standard puzzle, check out the Red Monster from Heinz Ketchup. It's 570 pieces, a nod to the brand's 57 varieties, all in the exact same shade of red. The company recently gave away 57 of them in a social media contest.
Boy, that'd be tough, wouldn't it? All the same exact color? It'd take you a little while. It would take me a little while.
Yeah.
I've got better things to do.
Go ahead, Gary.
Watching the rain on radar as we check out Doppler track, you can see showers and thunderstorms developing across Iowa and heading towards southwestern Wisconsin. There is a severe weather threat to our south and west for tonight and just skimming far southern Wisconsin for tomorrow afternoon, although the higher threat should be down across northern Illinois. Temperatures right now are in the middle 60s for much of southern and southwestern Wisconsin, a little cooler closer to Lake Michigan. Rainfall amounts from tonight through tomorrow, generally around a ½ inch, but there could be some amounts in excess of an inch, especially south of Madison, where those heavier thunderstorms are a little more likely. Otherwise, look for scattered showers and thunderstorms tonight. Low temperatures in the middle 50s. Highs tomorrow in the lower 70s with some off and on shower thunderstorm chances. Friday will be dry, though. Saturday, some thunderstorms late in the day into Sunday. So a little cooler over the weekend, but those temperatures warming up next week with 80s returning by Wednesday.
All right, we're back in 30 minutes for News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell.